Good evening. I'm eating a bit candy. I've opened my flight radar. It's soon 10 p.m. I need to buy, that's New York. But New York State have a funny shape because Pennsylvania gold, something like this. And you have this Connecticut State, Massachusetts, New Hampshire. Got many small states, and this Pennsylvania go up very now narrow. So New York State go all the way up to the border to Canada. Just look the word, but I'm tired, and actually I'm in my underwear and I like to go to my bed. It's 10 p.m. I have recorded video my whole day and talking, so I need a few hours break in the evening to watch Netflix. So New York State have a funny shape. Let's see it like that. That's Pennsylvania. It have a state border. So that's New York. Oh, that's the state Connecticut. I cannot pronounce Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire state. We have this very large national park up here. But should be many black bears, but I have opened it somewhere else. So this Adirondack Park. Should be the biggest national park in the whole United States. You can go hiking here, but a lot of brown bears. You can walk. You got some hiking trails. You can take a long walk. I don't know, maybe if you can. I don't think you can drive all kind of cars, but there should be all kind of campsites. So they have a lot of trails in this national park. You can go walking. But I think you need to buy a special book about it to find it, or have to search. They have this in the mountains. They have some trails, many hundreds of kilometers, many hundreds of miles. So got a very big, but that's not New York. I think this is New York to the left side. This lake is New York, so actually this Plattsburgh, this city is inside New York. So that's New York State. This red one is border. Russell Point, so that's a city in New York City. Probably maybe you can renting something $1,000 months, but this is way up north. That's very cold in winter, and I think this whole sea is freezing in the winter. And this big lake is not connected to the Hudson River. No, that's Vermont State. Vermont. So part of this lake is New York State, but you don't have border, of course. Like you can just crossing here. Of course, you don't. This Vermont is another American state, so you don't need a passport to crossing. It's just a state border, but not to like Canada, of course. Just go everywhere you like. Plattsburgh. That's a very long lake. What is this? Is this a lake or river? So actually it's connected. What is the name? Is this a lake or river? So New York State and Vermont State have this big river, but I cannot see any name. So let's look where this river going. I have another big lake. Looks like this big lake is connected, called Poultney River. Poultney River. I cannot pronounce it, but it says Poultney River. But we have another big lake down here. So we have this big river, Poultney River. Actually, I think that's wide enough. You can. That's a channel. Champagne channel. No, you can sail this small powerboat thing. I'm not looking, I'm just looking something random, not looking something special. Just exploring the map a bit. Actually it says Hudson River. It looks like it's connected. This channel is connected to the Hudson River, but I think part of the Hudson River you cannot sail everywhere. This looks like stones and stuff. You cannot sail a powerboat like here maybe. Hudson River, and you have this water channel down here. But maybe you could do that. No, if you have a powerboat you can sail up here. So that's actually Hudson River. But maybe you need kind of boat license to sail the rivers. Like in Europe, if you have a sailboat and you like to sail on the rivers in Germany and France, you need a special riverboat driving license. Maybe you need a kind of boat license to sailing the big rivers in United States. No, my country Denmark, you don't need a boat license just for like a sailboat. You can buy a small sailboat like this, 30 feet. And you don't need any paper, but you need a boat license like a powerboat, a fast powerboat. You need a boat license. But you can living well in a small sailboat. You can get some sailboat with twin keels. This Hudson River goes all the way to New York City. Now you can get some special sailboats with two twin keels below the boat. Then it's not going so far down in the water. So this is very large, this river. But you have like this, you have this waterlocks like this. You cannot sail like here, but that's look like a dam. No, you cannot sail like here in a boat, so you have to cross this waterlock. This Champion channel, you maybe have to zoom out because it's very big and I'm very sleepy. No, probably here you cannot, this is why they make this channel, you cannot go, there's a lot of steam like you cannot crossing this, of course. That's for electricity. Then you have to sail up here. You have to get your boat into here, crossing this and follow the water channel through this steam Chamberlain channel. Of course you have to pay some money, like $100. Then you have to pay a fee to use this channel, probably $50, small boat, or $100, something, a lot of money. It's more than $10, I think. $50 or $100. This waterlock, and then you enter the river again. Like up here. But I don't know where we are. Let's zoom out. How far are we from? How far is this from New York? And let's zoom in again. This Fort Miller. But I have this Hudson River paper, but I have to, let's zoom out. I like to how much north Bald Mountains. Saratoga Sand Plains Wildlife. Fort Miller. Saratoga Lake. You can see this big lake. Saratoga Lake. Troy. Oh, I think that's this Albany. Albany is the state capital in United States. Maybe you can have a boat. I must think they have a harbor. But I have this Albany. I have this Albany on the paper. No, that's the New York State Capitol. So let's look outside the city. I'm looking for a harbor, but not just for small boats. But some reason they don't have many harbors. This river, I not see any boat harbors. Albany, that's probably much cheaper to, maybe you can renting a small one-room apartment, $1,000. And this city is connected by railways to New York. You don't have to, then you can make a weekend trip to New York. I don't have to live inside New York. See, you not see any boat harbors for like sailboats or powerboats. But like in Europe, you need a boat license. No, you need that kind of driver license for boats. If you go on the rivers, you cannot just buy a powerboat and then sailing the rivers in France and Germany. Because this kind of big river boats are using the river, sailing all the way to New York. No, they're using the river for transport. Like from New York, some of this boat is like this one can sailing the real ocean. Like this big one can go on the Atlantic Ocean. And of course you cannot drink, if you're controlling a powerboat, you cannot drink alcohol. It is strictly forbidden to drink alcohol if you have if you control a powerboat. Well, all these big ships, they are sailing to like New York. These big river boats, they're bigger, they can go the Atlantic Ocean. Not everyone, but some can do that. So you can see there's no harbor for sailboats. That's a little bit weird because you can living for free on the river. But probably it's not legal just to, no, you can just put a boat like this. You can find small corners. You can put an anchor. You can drop an anchor and just living for free on the lake. But probably you cannot do this river maybe because actually here we got the boat slip. You could renting like $100 months. So they have a boat club, swimming pool. But that's big, that's very expensive. But a small powerboat list like this. Some they have a small, maybe not a little bit bigger powerboat like this, have a small cabin in front, like a day cruiser. You can sleeping in this kind of boats. They have a small cabin in the front of the boat. Not everyone, but some have like this one. And like this one have a small cabin in front of the boat. And you have a bathroom, you have a restroom and small kitchen. Small gallery kitchen. So you have a tiny, very small boat club. We have Cessna. Click, follow. Oh, that's kind of Ultra Liberty XL. I think that's I don't know what of the kind of ultralight. No, that's American light sports aircraft maybe. They have something they call light sport aircraft in the United States, up to like 600 kilo. They are more heavy than the European ultralight. No, because ultralight aircraft is something else. In the United States, you not need any pilot license to flying American ultralight. So this is not that jet. This is smaller. But my computer is very old. And now it's out of the city. But I need a better computer to do this. So that's Albany. You just follow the river south. I have a mini-map. We are south of Albany, and you have this blue interstate road, some kind of interstate. I cannot see the number. It was number something 90 something, I don't know. But I will not look at this. Let's stop because that's the wrong direction. We're not going there. Because I like to look Albany. So I think you can sail a sailboat or powerboat all the way from New York City to Albany. But this is why they have this boat, because you can take a vacation. You can just sailing up in the summertime if you're living in New York and we have this powerboat. You can sailing up like this river in the summertime and take a vacation like 2 weeks. So that's the rail station. No, that's rail yards. That's Broadway. So that's Albany, the state capital of New York. You can put a boat in the water. So they not have many harbors, this river. They only have this small boat club. And this river goes, oh, I have to scratch my leg. This river goes all the way but that would be more easy if I had a driver license. I could renting like a car 1 week. No, then you could fly to like New York, John F. Kennedy Airport, and then renting a car 1 week. Renting a good car, and then drive up north. Then sleep on motels. And sleep a little bit in your car. But let's zoom out. I'm not looking the Hudson River, I'm just looking at nothing special. So this is Hudson River here, I think. Or not.